Hey, what's good everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Um, this video here is just gonna be me basically talking a bunch. We might end up doing some orb openings here momentarily, but I want to focus on kind of the gear crunch that the Mystic gear crunch that's currently going on within the game. Um, so we just had like the new arena meta team be released, and that's Darkhold. Um, so I'll show you my Darkhold team so far. Pretty paltry, really, in the grand scheme of things. But all 5 members take Mystic gear. Okay. Um, as you can see, you know, character like Scarlet Witch here, I'm now short on the arcane powder, the superior arcane powder. Um, Now, one thing that led to this, just besides Darkhold, is the Dark Hunter team. So leading up to the Scourge event, I built my Dark Hunters, took them all the way to Gear Tier 15, just because I wanted to have them in case I needed them before the event actually went live. And honestly, that was a great decision on my part because I did, in fact, need them. Uh, I only used the team on Node 10, but without that team, I wouldn't have been able to get nearly high as a score as what I did. Um, so that, the Dark Hunters ate into my Mystic gear a little bit. And then, of course, Darkhold being the new team requires all Mystic gear. So you see, Morgan Le Fay I have at Gear Tier 16. Agatha Harkness I have at Gear Tier 15. Wong I have at Gear Tier 14. And then Heartless Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch are still sitting at Gear Tier 13. Just earlier today, I had the, I don't know, pleasure or inconvenience now of unlocking Dormammu, who also uses Mystic gear. So, where I'm at currently, the Mystic gear crunch is a real thing. So, unless you have been skipping Mystic characters, forever, I feel like you're probably going to be feeling that gear crunch as well. Not to mention the gold crunch or, the SBCs or whatever that might look like. But real quick, I just wanted to touch on a section I found curious in yesterday's blog. So, hold on just a second. Let's see here. We'll pull the blog up. And when they're talking about prepare for Cosmic Crucible, it says tons of teal gear will be up for grab each season. So if you're looking for an optimal path to augment your roster, you don't want to miss any part of Cosmic Crucible. Each enemy eliminated or KO'd in a match will earn you Crucible credits, which can be spent in the Crucible store on teal, orange, and purple gear pieces. And players will earn additional Crucible credits and elite Crucible credits, which can be spent on gear orbs from their placement at the end of each tournament and season. So to me, what that says is that these gear orbs, this is where they're going to put like the teal gear orbs at, as opposed to like the war store credits. We'll flip back over to the game here, and I know I'm not the only one. A lot of people have been hoarding what are they called? The Elite War credits. So, these you can use on orbs, gear orbs. The Orange Gear War Orb 1 has your uniques, your tier 14 uniques, and then the War Orb 2 has the tier 15 uniques. I know a ton of players have been holding on to these credits, hoping that they would add a, teal gear war orb or whatever it's called. And I think that without saying as much, they basically confirmed yesterday in the blog post that there's not going to be a teal gear war orb. They're going to put the teal gear orbs behind Cosmic Crucible, which it is what it is. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it is a new game mode, and they have to have a reason for players to want to participate in the game mode so that it doesn't, I don't know, go the way of like RTA has. RTA, the only way they can keep people interested in that is with the Battle Pass. And, I mean, I've already talked about the Mojo's Mayhem, so I won't do that here. But with the teal gear orbs being used or being found in the Cosmic Crucible with the elite credits there, I don't think, or I believe that means we're not going to have a teal gear war orb. I think they're going to put the teal gear Crucible orb or whatever it's called, and that's going to be how you get your teal gear. I mean, it makes sense just based on how many people have been hoarding the Elite War credits. I know for myself, I'm going to use yesterday's blog post as kind of, their confirmation that we're not going to get a teal gear war orb. Maybe if Cosmic Crucible comes out and it absolutely flops, they'll rethink it. But for now, I'm going to start using my Elite War credits to open the Orange Gear War Orbs 1 and 2, just in the hopes of alleviating some of the gear crunch that's currently going on with my account. I'm not saying that I think you, the viewer, should do that, but that's what I'm going to do personally. Just so that I get a little bit extra gear and I'm not, sitting here grinding away on nodes every day. But, so I've currently got almost 161,000 Elite War credits. And yeah, let's go ahead and we'll start opening some orbs here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and spend all my Elite War credits. So we'll just see what this looks like. Okay, 20 of these. I mean, yeah, I'm going to need those at some point. We get some T14s from Mutant. So what we'll do is we'll open a bunch of these here. And then I'll open a bunch of the War Orb 2s. Those I'm honestly not really looking at too much. Believe it or not, I have a harder time with the Tier 14 uniques than I do the Tier 15. The mini uniques, anyways. But, yeah, we'll go through a bunch of these. I'll probably, go down to like 50,000 credits. And then I'll open a bunch of the War Orb 2s or whatever you want to call them. So, like these right here, like these I'm hella low on right now. So, as many of them as I can get, great, fantastic. I haven't seen a lot of teal gear drop so far. We'll take a look at the end. There was another drop. Really, I need all the mystic gear I can get at this point. But, yeah, not a ton of mystic stuff coming out. Okay, there was a gold drop there. A catalyst, though. Catalysts I've got plenty of. The celestial lattices, I do need those as well. But I see I've had a few drops of the orange unique from Morgan Le Fay. That's great because I get the feeling that before all is said and done, that's going to be a very popular unique going forward. It would not shock me if every horseman used that unique, just because that would be a good way for them to kind of get the importance of that unique up. But I don't know. So again, I don't advise you all to do this per se, but I mean, for where my account currently is, I sitting on these elite war credits does me no good. Yeah, I could wait for teal gear, or the possibility of one day there being a teal war orb, but I don't think it's coming. Not anytime soon. So, like I said, maybe if Cosmic Crucible like absolutely flops or whatever, maybe then. But I'm not counting on that. So I'm just gonna, get as much orange gear as I can now and go from there. When it comes to teal gear, I finished my first run of Dark Dimension 5. As of the time of this video, tomorrow I'll be starting my second run. I gotta say, the teal gear rewards that you get for completing the first run, I'm not impressed by. A lot less than what I thought it was gonna be. I think completing like Dark Dimension 3 and 4, we got way more gear rewards in terms of how much orange we got. But I mean, teal's one of the new bottlenecks, so maybe, with Cosmic Crucible coming, maybe that'll ease up the teal deal. I don't know. But yeah, just so far I haven't seen, what I'm looking for Mystic Gear wise. I mean, the mini uniques are great. I was hoping for a bit more of the arcane powder or whatever. There we go. There's some. So yeah, I think that's been my first drop on it so far. But honestly, I'm thinking I might just go ahead and do nothing but the War Orb 1s. The War Orb 2s, I might do, 4 of them just to get that 900 down to like 100 or whatever. But the War Orb 1s I think are going to be the way to go just because of the T14 mini uniques. But so I've seen several drops now of the Morgan Le Fay main unique, which is good because I feel like I'm going to need that. But let's just keep it rolling here. And I really wish that for this there was some type of slider or something to say, hey, I want to spend this many of my credits or whatever, and give me all the orbs, all the gear that those orbs would provide. But yeah. Come on. What I'm really looking for is the arcane powder, and I've only seen one drop of that so far. Excuse me. But it hasn't been a whole. I mean, these here, I need as many of them and the celestial lattices as it'll give. But like on the side over here, like I keep looking for the arcane powder there, and hopefully we get some more. Maybe not. I don't know. So let's go ahead. We'll take a look at what we've opened so far. Okay. So we get 36 of those mini uniques, 30 of this. That I'm pretty decent on. Although, still with the mystic characters. Okay, so like look here, 36 so far of the osmiums or whatever. That brings me up to 55. Just need a few more of them, and then I'll have enough to take, whatever character uses this next. Which I believe one of the characters that was revealed in the blog yesterday, I believe one of them will be needing that. Phantom X maybe is, I believe, what I remember. So we've gotten 42 of these so far. The Shoggoth Ichors. That brings me up to 57. That's great. the Celestial Lattice, I'm up to 56 of those now. And then here's the Superior Sigils. I do need those. And then, yeah, the Arcane Powder, I've only had 20 of those drop so far. So here's hoping that I can get some more of that. But let's pop out. We'll go over to the War Orb 2s, and I'll open, 4 of these just to get that number down. And then we'll see what this looks like. So, I don't know. If I see that I'm getting more Arcane Powder from this, okay. So, here's Mystic. Great. I do need that. So, I don't know. It just, the way this game just seems like it's getting more and more money hungry. I'll go ahead and open a few more. But, so which I get it. I mean, it's a free to play game. They got to make money somehow. But, in terms of their release cadences for characters, they're starting to introduce more characters, but you're getting less shards for all of them compared to, how it used to be. But, so we'll keep going on these. I want to see a couple more drops of the Mystic Unique. So, one good thing about this is I've seen quite a few SBCs so far. Another 60 right there. So we're back up close to 3,000 now. That's good. But SBCs there for a while was the only bottleneck I had going on. And it just seems like with more and more characters that came out, the bottlenecks kept coming. So I finally got to a point where the SBCs were not my only bottleneck. I think, what was it, a year ago? My bottleneck was like the Focus Catalyst. And then that kind of went away. There's more of them. But now it's just, now it's, they're going for everything. They want you to have to spend money on every little thing that comes out, and which I get it. Yeah, so. Alright, there's that again. So we're up to 65. I did see the other unique here a while ago. I've gotten 30 of them so far. Which, I mean, that one I've got far more of than the others. But, we'll open a few more of these. Probably go down to around the 50k mark. And then I'll switch back over to the War Orb 1s. And go from there. Again, I'm not getting the Arcane Powder like I really want. But, that's RNG for you. So, sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. Alright, so we're coming up on 49,000. So we'll do one more of these. Now, okay, all of a sudden we're down to 47,000. Don't know if it took in a double click or what the deal was. But that basically equals 47 of these orbs. So we'll open them as quickly as we can here. Clicky, click, click, click. And we'll see what we end up with gear-wise. But I've seen quite a few bits of bio, which, yay, I guess. I do want to... I mean, my Web Warriors are pretty much finished as high as they can go. I know there's... I'm considering doing OG Spider-Man for Dark Dimension 5 second run. I mean, I've only got 2 characters that need the Oz formula right now. So, I've kind of built back my surplus of that. So, any other Spider characters that they come out with, hopefully if they use Oz formula, there we go. So, we finally got another 20 of that. So, we've had 40 drop, and I haven't even kept count of the orbs. Probably should have done that. But, oh well. So we got roughly 30 more to go. A little over 30. So we'll see what happens here. And alright, there's some more Celestial Lattice. We're up to 62 of that. I'd like to get that and the what is it, the Shoggoth Ichor or whatever, up to around 100. I feel like that would be a good place. We're up to 85 now on the arcane powder. Still not enough for what I need, but at least I'm seeing a few more drops of it now. So the SBCs, I'm going to take a look at that when we're done. I should be over 3,000, hopefully, by the rate it's been dropping. So we'll see how that goes and what it looks like. But, you know, I'm done with hoarding credits. You know, hoarding stuff in this game is alright to a point. But for the way I like to play, the way I like to build my roster, you know, the hoarding just, it doesn't make sense for me. I know a lot of people, you know, when the Nowhere heist came around, they decided not to put the gear into some of the older characters. And they kind of said, you know, screw the event or whatever. They would just do it whenever those characters became relevant again. And now all of a sudden the dark promotion credits are going to be needed for all the horsemen to take them up in red stars. So it makes sense. They give us a new event, a new monthly event to earn a type of currency, and then they make that currency more valuable. So, which the dark promotion credits we get, you know, it's not even that many from the event, but honestly, looking back, I'm glad that I took those characters up for the event, for the first run, as opposed to waiting around on it, because that just puts me a few extra dark promotion credits ahead. But so the superior sigils, I've seen a few more of those drop. Still not a ton of arcane powder, a lot less than, there's 10 more. Okay, so we're up to 95. So when I started this, I know I was sitting at 25. So we have gotten 70 of that. One more orb to open here. Okay, and we end with Celestial Lattice. So let's pop in here. So we've got another 930 of those. We're actually up over 4,000 SBCs. That's fantastic. You know, that's good for upping a character or two. Okay, so the Shoggoth Ichor, we're up to 69. Let's see. And then the Celestial Lattice, we're up to 86. These here, I already got Agatha up, but she used that. I'm not entirely I guess I should probably look and see what the unique is on Dormammu, because if it's this arcane magic here, I'm going to be real sad. So I'm up to 73 of the osmium. That'll give me enough for whichever character I use this on next to be able to have enough to take him all the way up to tier 15. Let's pop on Dormammu here. I'll take a look. Okay, so he uses miasma. I've got plenty of that, and I've got enough miasma, the teal miasma, to take him up. But that's going to do it for this video. Went a little long, I'm sorry. But when it comes to the gear crunch, you know, we have ways to kind of alleviate it if we choose. I just felt like now was the time for me to use my Elite War credits. No sense in saving them. Now, you can continue to save yours, and, you know, if a month or two from now they release a Teal Gear War Orb, great for you. At this point, I'm going to be very selective on who I put Teal Gear on, especially now that I'm done with the Dark Dimension 5 first run. For the second run, I probably won't do but maybe just 2 or 3 characters, and we'll go from there. But that's going to do it for this. Be sure to like this video if you have reached up to this point. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to check back next time for our continued adventures in Marvel Strike Force.